You're my best friend. My best friend. Oh, yeah. You're my best friend. My best friend.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Veterans Air, the Veterans Hour, your source for news, talk, uncensored commentary. Getting the hairy eye from Dan here.
The hairy eye?
The hairy eye. I'm your host, Douglas B., along with my co-host, Dangerous Dan, the bug-killing man. We're live the first Tuesday of every month here on your Lone Star Community Radio station or Conroe's FM 106.1 or 104.5. And don't forget, you can listen to us live at our website, www.VeteransAir.us. As always, we're going to do a little housekeeping like we do so you can figure out how the hell to get hold of us. Ooh, can I say that on the radio? Too late. But you can get hold of Veterans Air in the studio on our Google phone by dialing or texting to 936-344-3083. Don't call because I won't answer it because Dick yells at me if I answer my phone during the show. You could also send us an email over at www.VeteransAir.us or send us an email. Well, Dan, we've made it to the halfway mark. We are halfway through the year already.
No way.
It's June. It's June. It's June. It's June. It's June.
So we're already 6 months in?
We're already 6 months in. And I'm sad to say that I have not accomplished much of anything other than to alienate people, offend people, and basically be a thorn in the side of anybody that I care to be. So, yeah, I've done my job. What about you?
I wake up every day at 6 a.m. and go to work.
You know, you can't be cursing here on the air. The FCC will come in and shut us down.
I mean, yeah, okay.
No work. Work is bad. Ban work. They should just give you money just for showing up.
I won't argue with that.
Listen, anybody that knows me knows that I do not use Veterans Air as my own personal soapbox. But if I was to use, he's looking like
I would have to say that was it the Maury show? That is a lie.
Yeah. If we did a lie detector on that
you are the father of that lie.
I own it like a boss. Who am I to argue about that? That's but I have to send out birthday wishes to some people this month. All these people I care about very much. First off is my brother Johnny up in Carthage. We've had him on the show. Christy out in Maryland, the mother of my perfect nephews. And this is important because when they're bad, they're her children. When they're perfect, they're my nephews.
These are your actual nephews and not your dogs, right?
Not my dogs.
Okay.
Not my dogs.
Sure.
My dogs are my boys.
Okay.
The apex predator posse.
That's right.
We need to get them on the show.
With the frog.
With the frog.
Yeah.
If we have time today, we'll do the frog.
Okay.
Hey, and Ashley. Sweet, sweet Ashley Taylor. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you. We love Ashley. She does so much here in Montgomery County for us veterans that she deserves.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know Ashley.
I do know Ashley, yeah. Yeah. She would say, unfortunately, I know him too.
Hey, and I want to send out a special birthday greetings to Pete, aka Master Chief. He is my constitutional mentor. Any questions that I have on the Constitution, I go to Pete and go, Pete, what's this? And Pete's going to be on the show starting in July. We're going to go back to our Constitutional Minute. And Pete is out there right now, today, diligently writing up stuff to talk about for our Constitutional Minute. So thank you, guys. I appreciate you there. This is an unusual show this month, Dan.
That's one way to put it.
We're going to do a split show for everybody that's listening to us or watching us on Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live, right? Oh, well, we're going to be on Facebook Live. And I have no idea where to send you to go to Facebook Live, but I know that we're going to be on Facebook Live.
Probably Veterans Air.
Oh, Veterans Air?
Yeah, that's
you
what
can
I
do,
guess.
you can do that from Veterans Air. You're really smart. You know, this is why I pay you to be our social director. Yeah, because you know how to do this. Think of it as an internship. Kind of like Ethan. Did you get paid? Hey, Veterans Air has an intern. No, this is a split show. What we're going to do here next is we are going to go to a pre-recorded portion of this show. We had Patriotic Restoration and Tom Yeats down here a couple of months ago. Well, more than a couple of months ago. And we pre-recorded his show, The Interview. So we're going to play that interview for you, and I want you to listen to this. Patriotic Restoration is a great organization. Their mission statement is to bring back patriotism and citizenship, or to teach patriotism and citizenship to our school-age children.
Now, I read on the internet that California was thinking about banning the sale of Bibles. I don't know why that relates to what we're talking about. I just felt like saying it.
It does relate to that.
Oh, okay.
First Amendment lets you have your Bible.
Yeah.
California. I don't know what to do.
You can always go to San Francisco and poop in the streets.
That's disgusting. I can't believe they. I do believe they passed.
They've got an app for that.
They've got poop cleanup on Baker Street.
No, where to avoid the poopy streets. Yeah.
So, are we ready? Engineer Ethan says we're ready to go with Patriotic Restoration, the interview with Tom Yeats. So, turn up your radios, give a listen to Tom, and think about that. The mission for Patriotic Restoration is to establish and teach patriotism and citizenship to our children. Here we go. Welcome back to Veterans Air with your host, DouglasB. Today we're in the studio with Tom Yeats from Patriotic Restoration. Tom, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here, Doug.
Tom, tell the lead. It's my first day talking. Can you tell? I got my dentures in, people. I'm very proud. Tell us a little about yourself.
I am a coach in Crowley, Texas, and a teacher. I do have a sweet job. I teach PE, play with kids all day long, and then I have to go to the golf course and coach kids in golf. So I've been real blessed to work up to that position. I'm married, 45 years, married to same lady, Glenda, and we have a daughter, and she's also a teacher. And we live next door in Millsap, and to her and her husband and my grandson. So life is good.
A sweet arrangement. So you came all the way down here to promote and talk to people and whatnot. And I know that you were a guest speaker at the American Legion's Veterans Day, and you did an awesome job. Oh, that reminds me before I forget. Since you're our guest on the show, we have some wonderful gifts for you. We have your very own American flag for you. And we have what everybody should be carrying around. All my listeners know, and they sometimes call in and go, Doug, I lost it. I need another one. Your very own pocket Constitution. Because here at Veterans Air, we live by the Constitution. We love this book. Patriotic Restoration. Sounds like you're about to demo something. What is Patriotic Restoration?
Well, Patriotic Restoration began about 4 years ago. And it started when I saw students that did not want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance or did not know why they should stand. And rather than get upset with the students, because I know with a lot of students nowadays, you get upset with them, it just goes in one ear and out the other because they're used to hearing that. And as I began to pray about what can I do to help these students understand why we need to respect the flag, and respect this country. God just put it on my heart. You're an educator. You need to educate these students. And the reason they do what they do or don't do what they do is because they've not been educated of the why.
So this whole thing of kneeling for the national anthem must really get you.
It does. It does. And the reason it gets to me really bad is because I see students doing the similar things. In April of this year, I had a teacher come to me and say, Coach, I had 3 people stand up for the pledge today. And I asked her, I said, what was their reason in not standing up? And they said they believe like a pro quarterback. Now, I'm not real sure that quarterback would like to be connected with those students and those students using his idea of making a statement. But I am afraid that, that whether he likes it or not, students are following him.
Well, let me ask this question then. So 4 years ago, you came up with this idea for patriotic restoration. And stop me if I go astray. The whole purpose of your organization is to teach patriotism and put patriotism back in the schools.
Yes.
And how do you go about doing that? How do you complete your mission statement?
Okay. As I began to pray about this situation, I am a believer and very thankful that God has saved my life many times. But I just know as I prayed about it in my heart, God just kind of said, I questioned him. I said, how can I teach these students? And he said, well, how do you tell other people about me? And I said, well, I tell my story and what I've been through. And that's when in my spirit, God said, this is what needs to happen in this nation. People that have served this country, that have a story of why this is a great country and what it's taken to keep our freedoms, need to share their story with others. And then we attach that to the Pledge of Allegiance. Our dream is that every school in America, every youth organization, organizations that are service organizations and civic organizations will begin to use patriotic restoration before they do the Pledge of Allegiance, so that they get to hear a 1 to 2 minute testimony from a patriot. And that would be a great encouragement to our whole nation as they see people or hear people talking about how great this country is, what they've seen, many of our service people as they've traveled overseas, how they see the differences between America and the other countries. They understand why a lot of people want to come here.
So just so just so the listeners know, what Tom does is he does a video interview with you, and you tell why America is important to you. And then you lead into the Pledge of Allegiance. Why do we say it? What does it actually mean? And these are short little videos. And it's not just veterans that you're interviewing.
That's
you're interviewing
correct.
Anybody that's a patriot.
Right. We do a lot of first responders and educators, just anybody that loves this country. We do parents that have children in the military. I did 3 daughters one time in Abernathy, Texas, they told about what it was like in their lives for their dad to be serving in the military. And it made me weep to hear what those girls, they sacrificed for our country so their dad could sacrifice for this country.
We did dinner last night, by the way, excuse me. And we went over to Chili's up there in Conroe. And we had a nice dinner. Coach paid, of course. But he started talking with my wife, Petra, on what it meant to her. And though I've heard this story before from my wife, she's naturalized, German citizen, came over here 7 years, got her American citizenship. I'm thinking to myself, this is what America is about. And as a veteran myself, I can say that it's not the government that we fight for. It's not the government that we defend. It's not the government that we serve per se, but it's the idea of America.
Yes.
It's the idea of those freedoms. So your organization goes around, and primarily you and your partners. You can give a shout out to Eric.
Yeah, Eric. Hey, Eric Blaylock is a 22-year retired. Was a gunny sergeant, and he helped me get this program started. And I'm so thankful for him being a part of it.
So you and Gunny travel around, and you collect these videos. Do some video editing magic there if you can get somebody to edit the videos for you. And here's a plug. All my listeners out there, Patriotic Restoration, if needs your help, if you can edit videos.
Yes.
And then you take these videos and you put them all together, and you go to educators and to school systems throughout the country and say, hey, we have this program that we call Freedom Fridays.
Yes.
Talk about what Freedom Friday is.
Freedom Fridays, and I want to give a kind of a shout out to Candace Cross in Lubbock, Texas. She is the principal of an elementary school, and she is the one that gave me the idea about Freedom Fridays. Having the testimonials every day was working good for her, but then she decided that maybe she would just do something on Fridays, and committed her school that every Friday they would do something about patriotism. And therefore they began to use our program, and which is free. We are a nonprofit organization, but that's how Freedom Fridays got started. And our dream is that across this nation, every Friday, schools would do something about patriotism. Being a teacher myself in Texas, patriotism is not taught. And folks, y'all know the mess we're in right now. And if we don't raise up a generation of students that know about patriotism and know about the cost for patriotism, what's it going to be like in 10 years?
I agree with you. When 9/11 happened, the next morning, I woke up and walked outside, and there was an American flag on every single house on my street. Every single house. Today, you go by, you don't see that. You see other flags from other nations, but you don't see the American flag. For some reason, all of a sudden, it's become unpopular to be an American. It's become unpopular to say that I love this country, because maybe you don't like the president. Maybe you don't like your governor. Maybe you don't like the Democratic Republican parties. Maybe you don't like libertarians. Whatever the case may be, the society seems to associate the principles and idea of America as being wrong. And I'm sorry. You guys know we have the Constitutional Minute on every show. We talk about your rights. There's nothing better than America, the idea. But now if you say that, you're going to be called, well, you're a nationalist. Nationalist is a bad word. I saw on some of the social media that nationalists are now associated with being a Nazi. Well, you know what? It's not bad to be American. It's not bad to be American and to understand and want to live the guiding principles: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Mm. We need somebody to teach that, because that's not something that you should pick up on the street corner.
No, and that's what's sad is our students are learning about patriotism from the things that are happening on the media.
That's a dangerous thing.
Yes.
I think all media is biased, to include this show, as everybody knows that I am the most opinionated person that you're going to run across, and it's wonderful. They gave me a soapbox and let me do that for you once a month. Dick's going, oh my God, we're going to be pulled off the air. Hey, Dick, how you doing today? Dick's happy. I lost my train of thought. So this Freedom Friday works well because it dovetails directly with a Veteran Friday thing that we have going. You might have seen it around. The red T-shirts, remember everyone deployed, which we do on Fridays. Your organization, when you look at it, and by the way, there's a website that you can go and read about patriotic restoration. It's very hard to get there. So you might want to write this down. It's www.patrioticrestoration.org. Hard to remember, I know. But you can go there. You can look at the videos. We were looking at them last night. They're really good. In the near future, you're going to be able to download these videos if you're an educator or a youth pastor. Pastor? Yeah, it's just for young.
Yep.
Sorry. You're a youth pastor yourself.
Yes. I was a youth pastor for about 20 years. And then God's put me back in the school. I'm still a youth pastor. I just get paid by the school.
You do have a sweet job. Can I apply for that? I'm ready to retire.
There's a long line behind me already at Crowley ISD.
See, my mountain brother, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, I know you're listening. He taught me how to play military golf. That's where you hit the ball, it goes left, hit the ball, it goes right. Left, right, military golf. Dick's telling me that I'm about due for a break. So we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and we're going to continue to talk to Tom from Patriotic Restoration.
We'll be right back with more news, talk, and commentary from Veterans Air. The Veterans Hour on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1.
Is there someone you know who is hooked on vintage aircraft? Follow the Commemorative Air Force and its fleet of World War II planes, including the mighty B-17 Flying Fortress Texas Raiders, which is based in Conroe, Texas. Texas Raiders tours locally and all around the United States, offering the public a chance to put their hands on aviation history. What could be a more perfect gift than a flight on a historic B-17? Taking to the sky on the iconic bomber is an experience that will never be forgotten. For the touring schedule, reservations, or more information, go to b17texasraiders.org or call 855-FLY-A-B-17.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Here's an important announcement about Heroes for Hire. Heroes for Hire Career and Resource Fair, originally scheduled for this coming Thursday, June 7th, has been rescheduled to July 19th. Again, the Heroes for Hire Career and Resource Fair has been rescheduled to July 19th. For more information, please see www.conroejobfair.com. Welcome back to Veterans Air. I'm DouglasB, your host, and we're continuing our conversation with Coach Tom Yeats of Patriotic Restoration. Tom, we were talking during the break about defining your lead program, the Freedom Friday. If I'm an educator, the principal of a school, I'm a history teacher, and I want to get involved with this Freedom Friday, tell me what Freedom Friday is. What does the program entail?
Okay, Freedom Fridays entails doing something about patriotism every day. There are
every Friday.
Every Friday. Thank you. There are things on the web that you could pull up. YouTube. There's lots of videos. I know just the other day I was looking at a video from an organization that we've actually videotaped some of their people that were service people and have served our country. And now I just had a brain block.
I like doing that. I especially like doing it on the air where I look over to my co-host Dangerous Dan and go, what the hell was I talking about? I'm enjoying a blank spot in my brain. Thank you very much. So I'm the principal of the school and I heard about the program Freedom Fridays. And I want to do something like that in my school, or I'm an educator and I want to do something like that in the school. I can go to the website.
Yes, sir.
Tag over Freedom Friday. And I have a list of videos that I can download, or maybe some PDFs about history classes that you might want to look up. So this is a self-contained program.
Yes.
For educators, not just educators, anybody working with youth
right
today. Yeah. And it's not, here at Veterans Air, everything we do is veteran-centric. It's all about the veterans. God bless us. But this isn't, your videos are not just veterans.
Correct.
These are people that are talking about the idea of America and Americans, that they will pledge allegiance to the flag and define what that means for you. So, again, Freedom Friday from Patriotic Restoration. Do we have to do anything special as an educator to get involved in this program? Is there someone we're supposed to contact?
Okay. Go to our website, patrioticrestoration.org, and you'll find our website there, and it'll find some sample videos. And we suggest that you take a look at a few of those samples that we have. And then if you think this is something that you could use in your schools to help enhance, we say enhance the Pledge of Allegiance, but as you would use these every Friday. And these are people from all different areas around the country. We do a lot of folks that are in the military, but like I said, we do first responders and other patriots. So a principal would go on, sign up on the website. And
wait a second, does this cost me anything?
Not a dime.
So this is totally free to me.
Absolutely free to every school in America.
Now, we were talking about Freedom Fridays and how you guys are going around, not just in Texas.
Right.
This is not just a Texas program, but this is where it was born.
Right.
Just like Montgomery County. Did you know that Montgomery is the birthplace of the state flag?
I did not know that.
Yes, we are. So anyway, if I was a school teacher in Beaumont ISD out there, it might be that you have videos from that area, from prominent people in that area talking about this. And correct me if I'm wrong, were you not just saying that you can tailor programs to individual school districts and individual geographical areas?
Yes. This is part of our objective to get more students involved in the program, is by finding schools that have either journalism or videography departments. And those students would actually go out and find folks to interview in their community, the mayor, the police officers, firemen, parents that have children in the military, just anybody that's a patriot that would be in their community. And they would ask that person to be able to come to their school, or they can do it outside of school, go and interview that person, bring it back to their school, edit the video, send it to our website or send it to us so that we can take a look at it. And then we will tag that video on the website for that town. So in Beaumont, if a teacher from Beaumont took this on to let their students do a real world project, then we could tag the video Beaumont, Texas. So each time the principal in Beaumont wants to use a video of local people, they just type in Beaumont and boom, all those videos from Beaumont should be able to be pulled up.
Now, you've been down here and you've been doing videos of people around town. I'm assuming that when they get on the web, that they're going to be tagged. So our educators here in Conroe ISD, which is a huge school district, they can go and they can type in Conroe and get all the videos of just the Conroe people as part of that. And there's another thing that you were saying that I want to expand upon. Journalism schools, not just high schools or elementary,
colleges, yes. Even colleges can get involved for a real world project that they can use on a resume.
Did you know that Sam Houston State, just up the road from us, did you know that's a huge journalism department?
I did not know that either.
Since you have to pass there to go home.
Yes, I do.
Swing by Huntsville, the Sam Houston State University, and talk to them, because this project that you're doing, I see so many things that it can do community-wise that are not really part of the program, but enhance the program. And as you said, you don't have to do the video. Somebody else can do the video.
Yes.
Somebody else can edit it and they can send it to you.
That's correct.
So Sam Houston journalism, they might say, hey, we're going to do this as a project for credits in the class. And that would involve journalist students, videographers, video editing students.
Yes.
So it goes across multidiscipline, but every single person that's touching that video or that's involved with that video is all learning about patriotism.
That's correct.
At the same time.
That's correct.
You're a pretty smart guy. I wouldn't expect that from a golf coach.
Well, this is really and truthfully something that, as I thought, how can I multiply myself to get this program going? And then that's when the idea about doing the school program came about. Actually, on our website, there is a section where you can click on video project, and a lady from Houston, Texas, Stacy Delk, is a teacher, a videography teacher, and she has already written the guidelines for the project if you want to use this in your school. So everything is already there on the website. You go to her, you'll go through our website to get to hers, and she already has everything laid out for you as a teacher of what to do with this project and how to grade and everything.
Wow, that's heavy. You know, I'm a certified substitute teacher in the state of Texas. Part of when I went back and got my master's degree, I went, what the hell am I going to do with this? So I, took the certifications for to be a substitute teacher. My daughter is also an educator up in Lubbock. I forget what school she teaches. I'm going to say Anagaska, but I know that's wrong. But at any rate, she is always complaining about the syllabus. Got to know what I'm doing. I have to have a plan. So you're saying that this is already done for the educators?
Yes. Yes, it is. So that students can use this. It's ready made for the teacher to just pull it out and say, okay, who would like to do this project? And they can go to it. And our dream is one day we'll start adding writing prompts and web links to the videos that we produce of what that person has said, so that teachers can use this for a little bit of research with their students. And because our dream is that not just the school signs up, but every teacher signs up for Patriotic Restoration. The school will get the students to sign up for Patriotic Restoration. And eventually we want to get so that our videos, we do the rest of the story. So only a 1 to 3 minute little clip is used with the pledge. But then if it's an extended version, it'll be marked extended version. And then the students our teachers can go back and hear the rest of the story. And then we hope to get some funding through some grants to do the educational portion of our project, so that we can give scholarships to these students and things like that, so that then even the equipment for schools that might like to be a part.
So yesterday, day before, or when you were down here for Veterans Day, I don't remember, I did the interview process. Tom interviewed me, and as everybody knows, I like to talk. I make my living talking. Thank you very much. So my video that took us, a half hour, 40 minutes to do, you're just going to slice it up into different things. And that excites me. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, Patriotic Restoration is an exciting thing for me because I'm a patriot. I want to see this succeed and go further. But as I'm talking to you and I learn more and more about your program and Freedom Friday, I'm looking at this from an educator's standpoint. It's not just teaching patriotism. It's teaching, if you work the program, it's teaching a lot of things. It's teaching history.
Yes.
It's teaching the core values of a whole bunch of different disciplines, journalism, videography, so forth and so forth. This program, Freedom Fridays, that you've created is if you think about it, it's pretty intense. It can do a lot of things. So after I dropped you off last night, oh, by the way, how'd you sleep?
It was warm and it was dry because outside my tent would have been.
That little heater kicks, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I tell you, I bought that and it was, like $100. I'm going, this is not going to do anything. Yeah, that little heater kicks. Yeah. I'm very impressed. Anyway, back on the track. So I was looking at the website in depth, as I told you I would, and thinking about Freedom Fridays, and I went, wow, this is awesome. So I was talking to one of our sponsors here, Bitter Glitter, and Bitter Glitter does T-shirts and coffee mugs and things like that with motivational memes on it, motivational sayings on it. We have a gift for you from Bitter Glitter. But I was talking to the owner of Bitter Glitter. She's a 100% disabled Air Force combat vet, and I was telling her about this Freedom Friday, and she's like, "Wow, that's awesome. What can we do?" And I said, "Well, we can make them a T-shirt like we did for RED. Remember, everyone deployed. We can do that. We can do a Freedom Friday T-shirt." She said, "Yeah, we can." So I'm going to put this out right now. Bitter Glitter is going to design you the Freedom Friday T-shirt and mugs, and you can go and do with that whatever you want.
Wow.
T-shirts, mugs, whatnot. We have some graphic artists that can take care of it.
And I would love to do her video also.
Tanya, if you're out there and you're listening, and you better be listening to this show, you're one of the sponsors here. You better listen to my show every single month at 1:00, the first Tuesday. Tanya, call Tom. He's going to do a video of you, and the boys have to be in it. She is the mother of my apex predator posse with Frou tails, Spike and Big Tony. And occasionally when we have her on the show, you hear them barking in the background. They like to be on the air too. They're kind of hands. This Freedom Friday program is exciting in a lot of ways because it does so much. And I think that you're on the right track here, Tom, with teaching patriotism and doing these videos, because you're recording history.
Yes, sir.
That may be lost.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
As we know, history is written by the victors. And history is actually changing right now before our eyes in this country. We're removing pieces of history because it's offensive.
Yes. Yeah.
So instead of teaching that point, why this memorial, this monument is here to this person, instead of teaching that, we're just going to remove it. And when you remove history, you're removing a society. Have you read 1984?
Yes.
That is happening before our eyes.
Yes, it is.
And this is why I want to be involved with your program. So today I'm going to make you a pledge. Veterans Air is behind patriotic restoration 110%. We're going to link our website with yours. We're going to run your commercials when we do it.
We'll be right back with more news, talk, and commentary from Veterans Air. The Veterans Hour on IRLoneStar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at IRLoneStar.com.
We have the safest food supply in the world. Strict laws and regulations restrict the usage of hormones, antibiotics, and pesticides within our food supply. Production agriculture practices and technologies such as the use of GMOs, which is not any more or less risky than conventional crop production, has allowed American farmers to produce more food on less acres in environmentally sound ways. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make lives better.
Don't miss Lone Star Community Radio on TV and YouTube. Our talk show and music shows are featured on Our City TV, Suddenlink Channel 12, and have their own YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with posted shows and comment on them below the video.
And we're back. I hope you all enjoyed that interview with Tom. We did that interview with Tom last Memorial Day. So as a little update, let you know what's happening. The project, Patriotic Restoration Organization project, is moving forward. I'm actually working closely with Tom. Going to get a new website up, get some new videos up, and see if we can't get that Freedom Friday program actually happening. I think that's going to be a great program, which leads me to the next topic of discussion, heritage. There is African Americans, Italian Americans, Hispanic Americans, Irish Americans. I believe that we need to have a Heritage Month for people of my heritage, armed Americans. So
That's
I hear
a lot better than what I was going to say.
yeah, they've been bashing me here during the recordings. I'm going to declare that July will be Armed American Heritage Month. And we are going to celebrate those armed American traitors of the past who rose up and overthrew their tyrannical king to establish a new nation conceived in liberty as a constitutional republic. July will be Armed American Month. We're going to celebrate that with parades and fireworks.
Yeah, but someone else is going to pay for it.
Which someone else is going to
put it on.
Of course. How else could be? Before we get into what's happening for June, which there's a lot of stuff going on, I do have an important announcement, and so I don't screw this up. Let me read it. TRICARE. There are important changes to TRICARE. DV Tanya reports that there are big changes not only in the works, but have already been implemented, and all TRICARE recipients and enrollees need to be aware of these changes or risk not being covered. Tanya suggests that if you have not re-verified your coverage for this year, 2018, do so now. Please review tricare.mil/changes for changes to medical, dental, vision, and pharmacy.
So pretty much it's like the government sub-basement on the internet.
Yeah, pretty much so. But that's big. Changes to TRICARE. There's a lot of us out there that are on TRICARE. I'm not. But there's a lot of retirees doing TRICARE, TRICARE for Life, TRICARE Standard. And there's been big, huge changes in that. So please visit tricare.mil/changes to read all about it and see how it affects you. We were having this discussion during the break here. And since we were just talked about TRICARE and things that can affect your health, I'm going to address something that Dangerous Dan, the bug killing man, informed me of, and I did not know that there are how many spiders in Texas?
I don't know, all of Texas or just East Texas?
East Texas.
Probably like 30 or more.
And we only have 3 venomous ones, right?
Yeah.
They were the brown recluse,
mm-hmm.
the black widow,
yep,
and the brown widow.
Yep.
And if you did not know this, the reason the black widow is called the black widow is because she eats her lover afterwards. And that got me thinking. Because at some point during this relationship with the black widow, the male black widow must have looked lovingly into her 8 eyes and said, "Eat me." So guys, let that be a lesson to you. Be careful what you wish for.
If she has 8 eyes, don't say "eat me."
What do we have to do now? I lost my train of thought. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing June events. We're doing June events. June events. And this is going to be, this is great. First and foremost, as you heard earlier, I'm going to remind you again, Heroes for Hire and Resource Fair, originally scheduled for Thursday, June 7th at the Outlet Mall in Conroe, has been rescheduled for July 19th. For more information, see conroejobfair.com. Now, coming up, Thursday, as a matter of fact, this Thursday, is the 8th annual Taste Fest presented by HEB.
Ooh.
Bring your taste buds and sample some culinary delights at the 8th annual Taste Fest this Thursday, June 7th, from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Lone Star Convention Center. Tickets are $15 in advance. Tickets include 2 adult beverages and all you can eat. I went last year with Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's some good cooking there. You don't need to have dinner.
You know, I never understood the fascination and obsession with crawfish.
Crawdaddies, mud bugs.
Yeah, it's too much work for not really that much.
It's true. It's true. Like crawfish boils just don't excite me. Now, if somebody's already peeled those crawfish, that's wonderful. I just had this aversion of sucking juice out of the head of a bug.
I mean, Bear Grylls can do it. Adapt and overcome.
Do I look like Bear Grylls? I'm much better looking.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me get rid of these headphones. They're messing with me. So you can go online and check out Taste Fest, and tickets are available. I think the station still has tickets. Do you know? Call the station. I think Dick still has some tickets. It's worthwhile to go. For those of you that have children or young at heart, Donald Duck turns 84 this year. Do you know that?
And he's still not wearing pants.
But
now he's got an excuse because he's old.
That's right. That's right. When I get old, I'm gonna put my pants up here.
You're gonna have nipple pants?
Yes, I am. But Donald Duck turns 84, and Donald Duck himself will attend a birthday party in his honor from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Friday, June 8th.
That's kind of egotistical. Yeah, I guess I'll show up to my own birthday party that everyone's going to be celebrating.
Donald Duck's going to be there at the Woodlands Children's Museum.
Oh.
And you can, this is a free event. For more information, go to woodlandschildrenmuseum.org if you want to attend Donald Duck's 84th birthday. Happy birthday, Donald Duck.
I went to that museum. It's pretty nice.
Cool.
It's not as big as the one in Houston.
You can bring the girls to go see Donald Duck? This Friday.
Kim's like, I gotta go to the gym and get my gains on. Donald Duck's not gonna get in my way.
Yeah, see, you can't see the little girl, our social director here, but she's been working out.
She's over here flexing on us.
Yeah, she's getting buff. What else do we have? Oh, this is great. The world's largest.
I don't know what that is.
Those of you wearing dentures can relate to this. It's the world's largest swimming lesson, June 21st. The location is the Conroe Aquatic Center at 1205 Caney Creek Lane. All ages, children under 6 must be accompanied by a responsible adult in the water. And the cost for this is free. You have to register in advance for it. So go ahead and register for the world's largest swimming lesson. It is free.
Record it in Guinness Book of World Records swimming lesson?
I'm not sure. The Conroe Aquatic Center says is participating in the world's largest swimming lesson event in 2018. This event is intended to build awareness about the vital importance of teaching children to swim and prevent drowning. Help us break last year's Guinness World Record of 40,000 plus precipitants. Say the word for it.
Participants
worldwide. The swim lesson will be conducted simultaneously with all other host sites worldwide. Participants must arrive by 9:30 a.m. and be swimming ready. You can be part of the Guinness World. 3 minutes. I'm gonna move fast. All right, listen up. Flicks and floats, submission $5 per person. Also, Flicks for Flicks for Floats or Flicks and Floats, $5 admission. We'll be playing Despicable Me 3, June 15th, 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. Visit cityofconroe.org for more information. Our local VFW 4709 wants to remind everyone that June 14th will be a very busy day. On June 14th, it's not only the VFW's 97th state convention in Houston. I know all you VFW guys are going. Dan and I are both lifetime members of the VFW, but we won't attend.
I'll probably be working, to be honest.
One of us should work. And I'm glad that it's you. But not only is the 97th state convention for the VFW, but it is also Flag Day. You know that? Flag Day. Yes. This is the day where you should absolutely, positively, without fail, retire your distressed flags and put up a new one. And you can turn those flags in if you're curious. You can turn your flags in to the VFW 4709 on Seaman Street, and they will give it a proper disposal on Flag Day.
Now, I just want to point out that if you think your flag does not need it, or you have any question, or your flag is flying behind a vehicle, turn your flag in.
Turn your flag in.
Don't be that guy. Your flag does not need to look like it came out of the Civil War.
That is correct. And most important, June 14th. Do you know what June 14th is?
No.
You are a bad veteran. Worse than that, you are a bad infantryman.
You sound like every NCO in my unit ever.
Thank you. I try. But June 14th is the U.S. Army's birthday. It's the Army's birthday.
That's right.
So celebrate that.
Everyone got a slice of cake.
Everyone gets a slice of cake. That's right. How much time do I have? 1 minute. All right. Don't forget the glitter bitter giveaway. Contact VeteransAir.us. Get a bitter glitter knife. Want to give a shout out?
You got the paper over there.
You haven't memorized this by yet? I can't
No.
believe you haven't memorized this. I mean, we've only done 2 years worth of shows.
Shout out to our sponsors. Before I forget, Veterans Air is made possible by the support of East Meets West Productions, full service business and marketing consultants, helping vets start and fund their businesses for 25 years. For more information, call 361-904-0044.
Outstanding. You do that so well.
I know. I learned how to read finally.
Of course you did. You're that type of guy.
Yes.
You just stand the bug killing me. You should hire him for your extermination. I want to leave you with this awesome song, the Warrior Song by the Warrior Song Project. You can go download it from VeteransAir.us or on iTunes. And while we listen to this, let's remember our brothers and sisters in uniform that today are standing in harm's way to stand for our freedoms and liberty. If you are wearing the uniform, I want to say thank you. I want to say I'm proud of you. Until next month, stay safe and stay vigilant.
In the teeth of a killing machine, with a need to bleed you when the light goes green. Best believe I'm in the zone to be, from a yin to my yang to Z. Put a grin on my chin when you come to me, cause I'll win, I'm a one of a kind, and I'll bring death to the place you're about to be. Another river of blood running under my feet, forged in a fire lit long ago. Stand next to me, you'll never stand alone. I'm last to leave, but the first to go. Lord, make me dead before you make me whole. I feed on the fear of the devil inside of the enemy faces in my sight. Aim with a hand, shoot with a mind, kill with a heart like Arctic ice. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a warrior, this is my song. I am a warrior and this is my song. I bask in the glow of the rising war, lay waste to the ground of an enemy's shore. Wait for the blood spilled on the floor, and if another one stands, I'll kill some more. Bullet in the breach and a fire in me, like a cigarette thrown to gasoline. If death don't bring you fear, I swear you'll fear these marching feet. Come to the nightmare, come to me, deep down in the dark where the devil be. In the mall where the jaws and the razor teeth, where the brimstone burns and the angel weeps. Call to the gods of across your path, and my silhouette hangs like a body mat. Hope is a moment now long past, the shadow of death is the one I cast. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a warrior and this is my song. My eyes are steel and my gaze is long. I am a warrior and this is my song.
We're not just going to shoot the bastards. We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy bastards by the bushel.
Now I live lean and I mean to inflict the grief, and the least of me is still out of your reach. The killer machine's gonna do the deed until the river runs dry and my last breath leaves. Chin in the air with a head held high, I'll stand in the path of the enemy line. Feel no fear, know my pride. For God and country, I'll end your life. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a warrior and this is my song. My eyes are steel and my gaze is long. I am a warrior and this is my song.
you sons of bitches. You know how I feel.
You have been listening to Veterans Air on IRLoneStar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.